Welcome to the Gamescape, everybody. My name is Jeric, and today we are back in Phoenix Point. I'm excited to be back in Phoenix Point. We've been on hiatus for just a little while as I've done a playthrough on a couple of other games, but we're back. And we're going to be starting a new campaign, a new season here. And this time it's going to be just a little bit different. In my first season, I started playing around with Mutoids and kind of got into designing teams and figuring out the different abilities for them and so on. And it got me to thinking, I wonder if you could run an entire campaign with only Mutoid soldiers. And so we're going to find out. That's what this campaign's going to be. And we're going to see if we can do it without level 7 abilities and if we can build a team that's good enough to get us all the way to the end and defeat the Ugathian entity. So that's what we're up to today. I am going to have some rules that we're going to be following. And so let's get the rules covered first, and we will see exactly how to set up after that. I'll walk you through my setup and how that's going to work. So here's the rules. First of all, rule number 1, Mutoids only. We are not allowed to use human soldiers for anything, with a few exceptions. First exception, escort missions obviously need to have the escorted party, so that's going to be fine. Exception number 2, in soldier rescue missions, we can use the soldiers normally until we get them out of the combat zone. Once they're safe, they will be dismissed. We are allowed to keep their gear as a reward for saving them. Exception number 3, we are allowed to assume control of allied soldiers and civilians in Haven Defense and other missions where they're available just for that mission. That's okay. And then kind of a corollary to that, if after a Haven Defense mission, a faction soldier wishes to join Phoenix Point, we can accept that soldier long enough to get its gear if it has any, and then the soldier must be dismissed. So again, it's another little bit of a reward for work that we're putting in, but we're not going to keep the human soldiers. Second rule, we're going to start by giving ourselves 2 necessary research items, mutation labs and mutoid soldiers. I will show you how to do that. Number 3, we're going to allow ourselves a starting mutation lab so that we have a trickle income of mutagens. We're going to allow this to be insta-built. I will also show you how to do that, but we are still paying the resources for it, so it's not free for us. Rule number 4, we are allowed to sell off starting helmets and med kits. Rule number 5, we're immediately going to dismiss all 4 of our starting soldiers, and we will recruit in 4 equivalent mutoid soldiers. That we'll start with 500 mutagens from completing the mutoid soldier research, and then that's going to cost us 200 of those 500. That's going to leave us 300. We are allowed to use the remaining 300 mutagens as we please, and immediately, if we wish, we can go ahead and start increasing statistics, attributes and such. However, we do need to keep in mind that mutoids require mutagens to heal, which is 25 to 100 per soldier, depending on how hurt they are. So we probably don't want to go too crazy with that because it's going to be a while before we have a solid income of mutagens. I think this is going to be tough in the beginning. I think it's going to be really tough, actually, because we're not going to have very many mutagens coming in. We're going to get 6 per day from our mutation lab. And so that's all the skill points that we're going to get too, right? Remember with mutoids that the mutagens are also their skill points. So getting their attributes up and getting them skills bought and stuff like that is going to be tricky. Also, we're not going to have very many of their secondary abilities that they get from the Pandorans available immediately because we have to do autopsies on Pandorans before those come available. And so it's going to be interesting right up front. So let's dig in. This setup is going to require that you have the command console active if you wish to play along and do the similar campaign. If you're on Steam, go into your Steam library, select Phoenix Point on the left-hand side, and then click the big green play button. Don't run it off of your other menus or off of your desktop icon. When you click the big green play button, you will get the option to run play Phoenix Point or play Phoenix Point with mods. You need to select play Phoenix Point with mods and then press the play button in that little pop-up window. That will bring you eventually to your main screen here, and you should have this mods available right here. If you don't, then you haven't done it right. You need to go back and start again. And so if you're playing it on non-Steam version, whether it's Epic or Good Old Games or whatever, you're going to have to figure out how to enable the command console yourself. There are a few hoops you have to jump through to do it, but it's not that difficult. I will point out right now, I am not tech support. Ask Google how to do it. Read and follow directions. Don't ask me how to do it, because I'm not going to be responsible for you blowing up your computer if you do it wrong. So if you can't figure it out on your own, then you're going to have to just watch me, I guess. But I'm not going to be helping people get the command console going. The same kind of holds true with the rest of this setup. I'm going to write out the instructions and I'll post them in the description of the video. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it in the video. And if that's not good enough, then you're going to have to keep trying until you get it yourself. Please don't ask me to help you, because again, I'm not responsible for your computer exploding. So moving on, new game. Let's once you're on the screen, you have your mods enabled. We're not actually using any mods, but we need the command console. And so that's why this is up here. So new game coming in. You can use mods if you want. Obviously, we're going to go legend. I'm not going to use the promotional skins. You can if you want. If you are playing a non-legend game, I would recommend not having the tutorial turned on, because that's going to put you through about 3 missions that you're going to have to go through with the human soldiers. And if you need it, maybe don't do this as your first game. So play the tutorial in some other game. Turn it off for this. You're probably going to end up better because you're not going to be able to do the modifications you need to make until you actually get to the geoscape. So legend difficulty for us, no skins, starting the game.
The Phoenix Project was founded on October 24th, 1945. The Second War to end all wars was over, but there were those who understood that we could no longer afford to think in terms of nations and empires. For a time, the Phoenix Project successfully navigated the political conflicts of its era. That was our golden age. Phoenix Project operatives scoured the world for clues. We had bases in 24 countries. Even the heavens were not off limits. But out there, on the far side of the moon, began our downfall. The failure of the Phoenix 2 mission exposed us to our enemies in the UN. Stripped of resources and scattered to the winds, we were reduced to a secret, a memory. When the Pandora virus woke up, we should have been the first line of defense. When huge clouds of mist appeared over the sea, when people started vanishing, we should have figured out what was going on. And when those people started coming back, changed, hostile, alien, we should have been ready to fight, but we failed. The ecosystem started to change, imperceptibly at first, then faster and faster. 3 factions arose. New Jericho, trying to restore order and purity. Sinedrin, hoping to build a world without hierarchies. And the Disciples of Anu, a new syncretic religion dedicated to adaptation and biological change. At war with the world and at odds with each other, these factions cannot find a way forward. Now the mist is returning and armies are rising from the sea. Without the Phoenix Project, humanity will fall. It's time to rise from the ashes.
All right, guys. Here we are on the geoscape. Looks like we're going to be starting in Siberia. All right, so first things that we need to do. We need to get our mutoids enabled. So once you're on the geoscape, you can open and close the command console with the backtick and tilde key, which is usually on most keyboards, it's right above the tab key in the upper left corner of the key. You just hit that. You don't have to hit shift or anything. Just push that key, opens the command console just like that. Okay. And then we're going to put into here, to get Mutoid research completed for us, the following command. We're going to put in research complete EX, that's the faction we're completing it for, EX underscore Mutoid underscore research def. This is not case sensitive. You don't have to worry about the capitalization, but I think it's easier to see if you do. So that's just my thing. You can put that all lowercase without any of the capital letters if you want to. It's okay. So we're going to do that. We're going to get the research complete screen here when I hit enter. Uh-oh. I misspelled research. Sorry. SEARCH. There we go. Research complete. PX Mutoid research def. Okay, there we go. That's going to give us 500 mutagens. That's not going to show up in our inventory until after our first mission, but we do have it and it is available for us. So just a little cosmetic thing. We're going to close this. It's going to play cinematic.
Internal report 77-1. Mutoid technology has successfully been integrated in existing Phoenix facilities. After dozens of attempts, we have finally succeeded. We have created the first artificially grown soldiers. Specimens are referred to as mutoids, due to the vast amount of mutagens required for their construction. Humanoid, they have the ability to learn any skill they are taught, and perfect it. Some might view them as abominations, but they may yet prove to be our salvation. A new breed of soldiers, immune to the corruption strain, with the skills of humans and Pandorans alike, created entirely out of mutagens.
Okay, there we go. Back on the Geoscape, you're going to have to open the command console again. The next thing that we're going to do, we now have mutoids available to us, and we have 500 mutagens. Like I said, it doesn't show up here, but it will after the first mission, so don't worry about that. It's there, you just can't see it. All right, command console open again with the tilde key, and we are going to put in our next command, which is going to be research complete PX first for the faction, anu underscore mutation tech, all one word, underscore research. Yeah. Okay, this will get us mutation labs. Hit enter. There's our mutation technology. We all now have that, and it also opens up mutation lab facilities for us. So we're going to close this. Okay, so now those are available. Now we're going to go into our base. Okay, and what we can do is we can turn on build instance so that this goes immediately. So just type build BUILD underscore instant space true. Turns on instant build. Now, tilde key gets rid of the console, so we can take a look here and we can find a spot where we want to build our mutation lab. We're just going to put it up here in the corner, I think. Okay, that's this one right here. It's 250 materials and 75 tech. Now, you do have to pay for this, right? So you can see it's going to use up basically all of our tech and a good chunk of our resources. So this is not free, okay? We're only doing an instant build because we want to say we've started with the base, okay? So easy enough. There it is. It's insta-built. Doesn't have to have any time. Now we're going to open the command console again, and we're going to turn off insta-build. So build instant false. Okay. Build instant is no longer on, and we're done with the command console. So you can go ahead and close that up. The next step that we need to do is we need to go here to the personnel screen. Okay. We are going to dismiss all of our existing soldiers. Let me actually back this up so that you can see this again. So up here, you've got your 4 soldiers that are on the Manticore. Select the first one, come over here, hit edit unit, and then we're going to hit dismiss. Now you do not have to strip them of their gear. All the gear will come down into our inventory when we dismiss the soldier. So you don't have to worry about that. So we're going to dismiss here, click yes, and then just do the same thing for the other 3 soldiers. Dismiss, confirm, and dismiss and confirm.
Construction complete.
Okay, mutation lab is constructed. All right, need to go back into personnel. Now, if you look here, you'll see we have mutoids right here in the center. We're going to click on that, and we're going to hire in 4 new mutoids. We're going to get 2 assaults. Now, when you have your 3 classes here available, so we need a heavy, we need 2 assaults, and we need a sniper. So let's get the heavy. We're going to hit create. We're going to confirm. Done. Okay, heavy mutoid has been created and deployed to Phoenix Point. Okay, we need an assault. Now, when you're going through these, you need to click on this each time, because after we create this is going to bounce back to having heavy highlighted, and we want to make sure that we get the right classes here. So we're going to get an assault, create him or her. Done. Select assault again for our second assault soldier. Create. Yes. And then our sniper. Create. Say yes. All right. And there we go. That's all of them. If we go back to personnel up here at the top of the screen, we can now edit them. Okay, so this is our heavy. We're going to name him Argus. Call sign Argus. Okay, and we can customize him. Now, there is a bug on the customized screen here. It shows a human head on your Mutoid soldier. Don't worry about that. You can't make any changes, and when you get back to the other screen, it's going to be fine. This is just a cosmetic bug on this particular screen. I like to set my heavies red so that I can kind of distinguish them, so we're going to do that. Okay, armor pattern we can select as well. It's hard to see the armor pattern here. We can deal with it a little bit later too. Armor pattern 1 is just blank, so that's a pretty good one if you're not sure what else to do. Okay, so that's that. We go back, and you can see he's got his normal Mutoid head. Everything's fine. It's just a bug on that screen. So, okay, we got him, and we can get his armor put on him. This is all stuff that the other heavy soldier left behind. The helmet we're not going to need because you can't put helmets on Mutoids. So we're going to sell off the helmets and the med kit when we're done here. But first of all, let's get the rest of these guys taken care of here. All right, we have another one. This is one of our assault soldiers. She's going to be, let's name her, I don't know. Give me, I'm not sure. Assault 1. I'll think of code names for him later. I don't want to spend a ton of time on the video doing that. If you have suggestions for call signs and stuff, throw them in the comments section. Be happy to take suggestions. Keep them clean, please. Okay, so we're going to have our assaults be green just for now so that we can tell them apart. Okay, there's that one. Get her equipped. Extra clip, extra magazine. Okay, there's one. We're going to have assault 2 here. I don't know yet what we're going to name them. Okay, customize. Let's go with green again. And we can go armor pattern 12 with this one just for something different. Okay, got that. Equip. Okay, got extra magazine, looking good. And then our sniper, let's do Artemis for our sniper. I think that's a female. We'll fix it so it's female if it's not. Artemis has always had a long bow, so that seems like a good name for a sniper. Snipers, I like to have white, just so I can tell them apart easily. This is all stuff from way back in my XCOM days. I used to color code all my soldiers so I could tell them apart easily on the battlefield. It's kind of a habit that has stuck with me. I do not like that crackly pattern. No, let's get her back to a 0. All right, there's that. And we'll get her, she can't use that. Just goes into her inventory. Get her armor, sniper rifle, handgun, extra magazine. Actually, let's give her that extra magazine for the handgun. And that is it. They're all fixed up. We're going to go turn off the filters here so that we can see everything else. And we're going to go ahead and scrap all these helmets and get a few resources back. So that was in our rules that we're allowed to do that. And we can also scrap the med kits because they don't do any good with mutoids. All right, guys, there we go. We're all set up, and that should be everything. If we go back to the geoscape, we're all set. We have research to do. We need atmospheric analysis. Okay, and we're all set. And that's the setup for this in 20 minutes. That's not too terribly bad. All right, so we're going to play just a little bit here, see if we can get this thing rolling. We do need to get our guys on the Manticore, however. Let's do that before we roll out of here. Don't forget to do that. Put your guys on the plane. Okay, there we go. Now they're on the plane. Now we can go start exploring. Now, other thing that we can think about is, do we want to use any of our mutagens to get our soldiers going a little bit tougher, get their attributes up or anything like that? All right, so Synedrian, this is the opening mission for Synedrian. We are not ready for this mission yet, so we're going to skip it for now. But we'll continue moving. But we need to see if we want to use any of our mutagens to get our attributes up, because we do need to be careful that we don't get into a spot where we can't heal our soldiers or hire new, create new ones if we lose one. So It's pretty expensive to do those things, and we're on a pretty small trickle of a income right now. This is Fort Rourke is a haven run by New Jericho. Things are normally quiet. This is the original. This is the opening New Jericho mission. We are not ready for this one either. If we find the Disciples of Anu mission, we'll do that one for sure. That's just the worms and the okay, we have atmospheric analysis completed. Let's take a look and see what we have for research now. All right, Snedrian will get us some tech. New Jericho will get us some materials. Phoenix Archives gets us access to Symes retreat mission and gets the main story going. Haven recruitment protocols we are not going to be able to take advantage of, but I don't recall if it leads to other things, so we might need to research it anyway. But for now, let's not worry about it. Let's get the Phoenix Phoenix project going, and that'll get us some. That'll get us the Symes retreat mission. So looks good. Let's keep going here. I'm going to turn the speed up on this. Do no harm exploration site. Our operatives have located an abandoned field hospital. This is an unremittingly depressing place where lives were lost in unimaginable agony during the days of the second mist. It probably contains useful supplies, but entering it will take a toll on our people. We're going to search it. Okay, we've lost 10 stamina. We don't care about that. Operatives return with the resources they could scavenge. None of them wish to discuss what they've seen. Materials 190, tech 25, food 225. Looks good. We like it. Okay, let's move on. And we're going to explore here. All right, we have a scavenging site. Enemy reinforcements will arrive continuously from areas marked with this symbol. We do not want to start this mission yet either. We will take this mission at some point, but we're not there yet. So let's just get out of there and let's keep exploring for the time being. Oops, move. There you go. All right, explore here. Okay, another Snedrian Haven. I don't remember if you need...
Research complete.
Okay, new research. We're going to have a cutscene here. Hold on.
Randolph Symes was the last leader of the Phoenix Project. His great-grandfather had been there when it was founded, and he was there to witness its end. When we took back Phoenix Point, we found his notes. In his final days, as the world collapsed around him, he'd been working frantically to understand the Pandora virus. Somewhere in the complicated history of the project, in decades of missions and investigations, there had to be an answer. His notes were damaged, too many of the files corrupted. But perhaps, if we could retrace his steps, we could figure out where his journey had taken him and what the answers he had discovered would mean for us.
Right. Randolph Symes III's notes indicate the existence of a private retreat owned by the Symes family, used as a place of meditation and research. It may contain information that could help us understand what Symes was trying to achieve in his final days. Okay, site added to the geoscape. We should send our operatives. We will, just not immediately. Oh.
So you are the Phoenix Project, eh? I've heard a lot about you. Who am I? Well, the maker, of course. I run things around here. Welcome to the marketplace. Here and only here you will find some very special hardware. I design, build, and test every piece of equipment here with my own two hands, you see. I will be honest, they tend to explode every now and again, these toys of mine. They do make some pretty fireballs, though. Both when they work and when they suddenly stop working.
Right, Chaos Marketplace is here. Chaos Incorporated. We need to get more research going too. We don't need the human population census for sure. Let's get these two done and then we'll put this one in. I think we need this for some other stuff. I'm not entirely sure if we can get Haven trade without Haven recruitment. So we'll see. So we're going to do that. We're not going to bother with the human population census. You don't need it. That just puts the doomsday timer up here, which is completely unnecessary. And at this stage of the game, it's not worth researching and wasting your time. So, okay, the augury. We catch wind of an ongoing Anu ritual called the augury. It's a form of divination based on the observations of birds and signs in the sky. The disciples deem the readings of utmost importance, broadcasting the same message on all frequencies. It says, the moon is dark and the gods dance in the night. Dia Faram, Dia Fadham. There is terror in the sky. The long, winging flight through the void shall find its resting place tonight, and those below shall suffer one and all. Dia Faram, Dia Fadham, one and all. Somehow, this unnerving sound clip manages to cause unease even among the most scientifically minded members of our staff, heralding the approach of the behemoth. Poison within. Here we go. At the disciples of Anu Haven of Izala, a mutated worm infestation is causing serious problems. The locals had placed their hopes in Taxiarch Nurgle, the disciples' greatest military hero. But Nurgle is said to be fighting a series of pitched battles against the Pandorans and is unable to help. We could eradicate the infestation ourselves, helping the Haven and creating good first impression with this faction. We are going to do that. Okay, let's do it. Okay, we've got our 5 guys ready to go here. The question is, do we want to give our guys any beefing up with this? We have 312 mutagens. This is the costs, normal stuff. Wouldn't hurt probably to get them a few extra strength points, maybe. Let's get them to 18 strength each, maybe. Let's see what that does to us here. That might be too much. That way they're not quite as squishy. And that'll still leave us with a few resources here that we can use. So I think we're going to do that. We don't have anything researched yet, so we can't do any Pandoran autopsy abilities. So that's fine. So this looks good. I think we're happy with that. Let's go ahead and deploy, and let's get this done. Okay, here we are. If you've played this game before, you're familiar with this mission. This is the one with the worms infesting the Anu Haven. First things first, we're going to get this guy up high so he can have a look-see and see what's going on. Get him up to here. Okay, we got some good spots here. We're going to bring this guy to here. And we're going to see if we can kill this worm here. Looks good. Looks real good. Okay. And bring this guy right into here. And we're going to set up an overwatch. Make sure that we don't get too much going on here. Kind of an awkward position. There we go. That should be able to do it without hitting our own guy. I don't think we have to worry about too much, but with our sniper, we're going to come to here. Maybe here. And we're going to... Oh, got another one over here. That's fine. That's not going to hurt us. Got another one. Where? Don't know where that one is that we just spotted. Okay, and then we're just going to have another little overwatch right here. Nice and wide. None of those guys can get to us, but there might be somebody around the corner there that we can't see. Entirely possible. So there's that. And this guy's done, so turns over. Good hit. Question is, what's down in here? There's one. Yeah, there's the other one on the roof. And there should be... Stomper. Yep, there he is. All right. Looking good. Looking good. All right, we got 3 here that we need to deal with. Should be able to do that. Let's wait till he's up there. Okay, that's good. Get this guy too. Okay, looks good there. He's done. This guy's gonna shoot this one. Good. We're not going to shoot that one. We're going to go ahead and let the sniper get that one because sniper needs to move away from this guy back here anyway. So we're going to move the sniper to here. And we're going to shoot this guy right there, like so. Okay. That's going to do there. We're going to have another Overwatch just right here for now. Like so. All right, if we jump down and we bash this guy's not going to get close enough to hurt it. Well, we might have to move away. Do we have a shot on the source of the infestation? I don't know if we do. It doesn't look like we do. No. So we're going to have to wait for him to come out of there. Even if I move, I don't think I'm going to be able to get him, but... Nah, not even close. Will he stand up for us? I don't think so. Nah, doesn't look like it. All right. That's all right. We can come here, bash this guy, and then move away from him. That's an option. Let's do that. Get rid of him. Okay, found another one. Let's bash. Okay. And then we're just going to move away. Like so. All right, this guy's going to have an Overwatch this way for us in case that guy comes out. I don't think he's going to come this far, the Chiron. Okay, done. Okay, he is going to shoot some worms, though. 2 landed, maybe. One back here and one here. I think the third one hit something and exploded. Not 100% sure about that. All right, we're going to come to here. Yep. How's our shot here? Not great, is it? Let's move a little bit closer. There we go. Okay, and then we need to hold with him for a second. We need to kill this thing here. Shot okay from here? Not really. Let's move a little closer. Okay, nice and plump. Nah, that wasn't really what I wanted. That was a misclick. Sorry. Okay, we should be clear over this way. I'm going to get him back over here and cover. Get him back here into cover as well. Going to get our heavy around here where he can get some shots in next time. And our sniper should have a shot. Get back to our sniper rifle here. And we're going to go ahead and shoot at the torso. Let's start working on that. Or at the abdomen, rather. Okay, nice. Good hit. And we're going to have an Overwatch just in case something weird happens here. I can't imagine what it would be, but just in case. All right. He's done. And he's done. Okay. Poison worms coming up behind us. We know about them. That's okay. 3 more coming. 1 died, 2 made it. We can move away from them for a turn if we want to start working the we can start working the Chiron. Let's do that. We're going to start shredding some armor here. A couple of hits. And then just move away. Okay, there's another one there. He's probably not going to get close enough to do anything to us. But... Okay, same thing. We're going to get some shots in on him, get rid of some of this armor. Yeah, we didn't do much to him, did we? All right. How's our shot looking from here? Looks real good. Let's just put him in there. Good 2 hits anyway. Okay, that's that. Now we need to be careful because we do have a worm that can get to our heavy. So I think what we're going to do is run up to here and shoot that one worm. Okay, good. And then the heavy is good to go. These guys are too far away. They can only move 5 or 6 squares, so he's only going to get to about here. He's in cover, so he'll be fine. In fact, you know what? We could shift him to here just to be safe. Okay, that's it. Next turn. Ooh, 2 of them died. Only 1 made it. That's good for us. All right. Shot here. Oh, that missed? Really? Sometimes that happens if you zoom in. Oh, come on. Really? Well, that's less than ideal. All right. Let's get up here. Let's get rid of that. We're going to have to come here, kill this thing. This one's a problem. I wonder if we can get them both with a grenade. Yeah, we sure can. There we go. That's good. And then might as well shoot with the assault rifle too. Okay. We're going to use another grenade maybe over here. See if we can get all 3 of these guys by chance. Not going to kill them all. This is the only one that's really a threat. But I'd like to get rid of these 2 at least too. So I think what we'll do is we'll... let's hold off on the grenade. Let's do this. Okay, he's dead. Now we can maybe use the grenade. It's a little bit of a waste with the grenade, but... little bit of a waste, but it's okay. Okay, we're going to have to move slightly here. Let's wait for him to straighten out for us. There we go. Good 3 solid hits there. Okay, good turn. Ooh, that's close. Okay. Hmm. I'm going to take that. And we're going to go with this. We're going to do a shot on him. These guys take 2 bashes to kill a worm with their current strength. So it's probably better to just shoot. In theory. Okay. If you're wondering why I'm delaying, they kind of pulse and they get bigger and smaller. I was waiting until he got bigger, so he's a bigger target. You can zoom in on him at that point too and freeze them in place. There we go. Out of ammo. Let's reload. Okay, looking good here, guys. Almost done. That's round 3 of his worms. I think he's got probably 2 more shots left. And let's, we're going to stay back because if he decides to rush us, I don't want him to get everybody with his stomp attack. Good enough. All right. So you didn't have much of a shot, but you're going to take what you got here. 3 more solid hits. All right, there goes his abdomen. So he's going to be charging us now. So we're going to fall back just a bit. Okay, yep, he can daze us. That's the problem. Like, that's why I fell back. All right, we should be able to finish him off right here. There we go. That's the mission. Good job. No casualties. Nobody even got touched. That's the way we like it. Got 1 level up and 3 really close. Oh, we did get injured. How did we get injured? Huh. Weird. Okay.
Normally, when we encounter a potential ally, we first send the Apostle to the Onceborn to check them out. But I'm gonna break protocol to say thanks. Now listen, I'll be honest with you. The Exalted is the only one who has any real answers. Tobias West may be clever and Synedrian may sound great, but only the Exalted is dealing with the world as it actually is. She can lead us out of this mess. Give us lives worth living.
We would like to know more.
If you want to work with us, you'll still have to deal with the hierarchy. Work your way up from the Apostle to the Onceborn, to the Keeper of the Threshold, all the way up to the Synod of Yearning and the Exalted herself. That's hard work. You'll have to earn the knowledge you gain. But trust me, it'll be worth it. And if the Synod gives you trouble, let me know.
All right, plus 250 food. Got some good disciples of Anu relationship there. Looking good. All right, we're going to replenish all. It actually isn't too terribly expensive to do it. Grenades will be built. All right, guys, there we go. So that puts us first mission down, and we are on track. We're going to go ahead and leave this here for our first episode. We're right about 45 minutes. It'll be less than that once I edit it, but it's a good amount of time. So if you've enjoyed this episode, do me a big favor, hit that like button. And also, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for me, and we will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.